Yo, good morning, good morning. I gotta come up with like a hook. My man Sonetta, he says peace and black power. I gotta come up with a hook, you know what I'm saying? Some sci-fi hook, yo. I'm gonna think of something. But anyway, today I want to talk about, again, the greatest thing that's going on this year, Florida LitCon. I've been talking to writers and actors, always hitting up filmmakers, but I'm not really stressing about filmmakers because I got about 2 or 3 of them that's already going to be there because they're friends of mine, and a couple of them live right here in Florida, in Miami. But anyway, I was talking yesterday, confirming some of my actors, and I got a couple of good people that's been in the industry for a while coming, and one of them presented interesting question to me, in terms of the writers that I was bringing. And I told him I'm working on a couple of big name writers that said they were interested. And again, I didn't go after everybody in the industry. It's, ridiculous to think that I could get everybody to come, but I do want to get somebody from sci-fi, right? Even though I'm sci-fi, I want to get somebody else from a bunch of some other people from science fiction world, black sci-fi, all of that. I wanted to get people from gaming. I want to get people from comic books, of course, and there's a lot of those are local, but I also wanted to get people from urban books. And I was talking to an actor because, again, my second movie, Gold Digger Killer, it came out just as a regular movie. We was trying to make it came out as a regular black movie, right? And we was trying to make it a horror, Gold Digger Killer, but it came out due to the director Roderick Giles' vision, and it became a urban thriller, right? And that, not an urban thriller like a urban thriller, not a horror. That's what I meant. And it's good. It actually fit the story better. So now, when I wrote it into a comic book, it became a graphic novel. When I wrote it into a novel, it became urban fiction, street lit. And I'm like, oh, did not see that coming, but that's the way the story rolled. And I ended up, my first book that I wrote was urban fiction, street lit, you name it, and very niche audience, more so than say just a film. Films have categories. They don't really. They have the gangster drug dealer stories, but that still doesn't. It's not enough of it to be a specific genre, right? So, and Gold Digger Killer is not really a drug dealer story, but it is damn near one of the top 5 subjects of urban fiction. Girls that seek power, take revenge. Heck, one of my actors in the movie, Erica Williams, she came out with a book called The Woman Scorned, just because that's such a popular theme in urban fiction. And she's got about 5 or 6 urban fiction books, maybe more than that. I haven't really been keeping up. But so that is really what happened. And amazing stuff. So not only that, one of my actors was like, what writers do you have coming? Because I'm getting into writing. And desperate times, not desperate times, but slow times make people think sideways. Like a lot of my comedians, who were trying to go to direct Eddie Murphy route, stand-up, sitcom movies, right? Once them sitcoms didn't come, and they sitting calm too long, and they didn't get their film breaks, or their film breaks didn't really turn into, a bunch of film, they started exploring writing, they started exploring a whole bunch of other things, commercials. JB Smoove is tearing up the commercials, but I don't think he thought of that. I know he came from marketing, and that really works for him. But I really don't think he was thinking like that when he was doing his stand-up. At least we didn't even think. I wasn't thinking of that. So a lot of my actor friends, you get your sitcom, your series, you get your big movie break, and then things slow down for a little bit. And then they like, yo, what am I going to do? You heard Regina King on the Golden Globes talking about, yo, I'm going to produce film, and she's like 50% female. She's got a goal. She's not saying, yo, Hollywood hit me up. She's not saying, okay, now I'm going to cash out. And I think that's kind of what happened with Monique, is that, people talk about this drought after you get these big awards. And sometimes it's true that you do get a drought, but what do you do with that drought? Monique knew she was a comedian, so she always can hit the road. But, for actors, they don't always have that. So what do they fall back on? Other things, That's why they get so mad with these reality stars, because they really don't think that they had to do much to get their reality show. So they end up looking for other things, and writing memoirs, writing screenplays. All of those things are hot. And so at the time my actor told me that, I started thinking about the writer Karen Hunter, Karen Hunter was really a big ghostwriter. As big as her name is as a writer now, she was a big ghostwriter. She made her mark, and she got the show on Sirius Satellite or XFM. I'm not sure. They may be both the same by now, but she's got the show on the radio now. But she started off meeting celebrities and writing their story. So I don't know if she wrote Wendy Williams stories, but I know her big one was Diary of a Video Vixen, and that was Corinne Steffen's story, Superhead story. And, Karen Hunter could write. So she was an editor. She wrote these stories. And these celebrities, especially, Corinne Steffen, she probably had never wrote a book before. And Karen Hunter wrote the book for her. And next thing you know, the story is powerful. It got out there. She sold it and got a good publishing deal. And she probably had a split with Corinne. So that way the story was written by her, and she got more than just, say, a ghostwriter fee, And then Karen Hunter started putting more and more celebrities through that same process. I took one of my friends, basketball player from New Jersey, and we put him with Karen Hunter. She hooked him up. And so Karen Hunter's big now, so it's really hard. It was hard to reach her back then, but now she's not doing that as much. She got the radio show, and she's an activist. But who knows what other writer may want to take that route. So you have that angle, and this is all talking about the value of Florida LitCon. It was a dream of mine to bring different black creators together in multimedia facets of comic book, board game, video game, novel, film, television, web content, all of that together. Because if you've got a movie that's popping, you need to have a book, you need to have a comic book, you need to have some merchandise. I need to get some figurine people that come through and to develop toys and things like that. So I'm going to look into seeing if we have anybody like that, because I want to meet these people. But I don't, when I go to these conventions, they're scattered. They're all over the place. I go to a comic convention. There's comic books all over the place. There's not really a big thing on writers. The filmmakers, they don't really have a table, so it's really hard to meet the filmmakers. And everybody is selling. People are not in a business mode. So I'm not saying that we're not going to sell a lot. Certainly, as a general admission for price for that to happen. But in the midst of all of that, I want a lot of cross-pollination. So like these actors, they're coming, they don't have tables. They don't have any product to really sell. And I'm even thinking a couple of my writers may not come with their books because, their books was published 10, 15 years ago. So unless they got a new book that they're pushing, they may not come with a book either. But they're writing screenplays. They need actors. That's what this is all about. Because We have all of these films that come out. Yo, attach a star to it. Star, find you a book. Attach yourself to the story. You can attach yourself to a story if you like it as a novel. You can loan your image to the cover of the book. You can catch a celebrity and actor and attach them to your book while it's a book, even before it goes to screenplay. And if you get the right one, I know it's gonna sell. And you don't have to have somebody like that's a cover model like Fabio. You know what I'm saying? You get somebody else like and put it on the cover. Man, it's amazing. So I say all that to say there's a lot of other ideas and things that are available by me having this multimedia urban black sci-fi film event on South Beach. I do not know what's going to happen. I know what I'm going to try to make happen from it, because I'm looking for deals and breaks myself. So I know what I'm going to have happen. I just hope you're in the house to make something happen, because I'm not having it for me. I'm not asking for a piece of anybody's deal. That's all on you. But there's going to be deals there. I know that I might even make some deals happen before the convention just by connecting people, because there's two big people. And the thank you they'll give me is they'll come to my convention. That'll probably be the first thing. And some of them have committed to next year if I can do it again. So I just wanted to let y'all know, Florida LitCon is for the vendor and for the consumer. So if you're just coming to meet people, yeah, there's going to be a ton of product there. But if you're coming to sell and to make deals and to meet people, that's the reason why I'm having this. So yeah, it's not going to be, a big convention hall. It's a ballroom at a hotel. So it's going to be intimate. So that's what I want to have happen. All right. So yeah, check it out. Florida LitCon, whole bunch of different ideas is coming out of the potential for this particular event. So it looks good. It's like a book day party, but it's also cross-pollinating is going to happen. Meet your actors, meet your writers, and meet filmmakers. I even think I'm going to get a couple of distributors to come for those filmmakers who want to get deals. So I know I'm in touch with one distributor, and there's another distributor down here in Florida. I'm going to see if I can get them to come. All right, touch base with you later. Let's make it happen. Peace.